So the topic of today's sermon is morality meter. If you've ever played a video game, you'll notice that in the video game there's always a meter. The meter will tell you your life, your magic, it'll tell you how much you have left. If you use a lot, it'll go down. If you run out, you gotta refill it. In human beings, we have the same thing. That's where they got the idea from. But for us, it's an intangible thing we can call the morality meter. If you were to imagine yourself being born a pure human being, a pure person who's never heard or done anything in their life before, your morality meter would be at 100. Then as you were born and you live life, you do good things, it stays at 100. But then suddenly, you go to sleep, you wake up, and the bed feels really comfortable. But you know you're supposed to go do something at 8 o'clock, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and you want to sleep a little more. And so you sleep a little more. Suddenly your morality compass, your morality meter goes down to 98, 95. Each time that you steal something, each time that you cheat, each time that you hurt someone, each time that you do something that you know is not right, your morality meter goes lower and lower and lower. Each time that you do good, your morality meter goes up. But here's the thing. That morality meter is what helps you decide what you're going to do at any given moment. So when you're put in front of a difficult situation, you have to make a hard decision. You have to decide between playing games or doing homework. You got to decide between working out or eating more food. You got to make a difficult decision. Well, if you ever notice, sometimes we can't make that decision because you're going to make the decision, but suddenly you just eat the food anyways before you even decide. You ever had that happen before? You see a game and you see homework, and before you can even think to decide, you're already playing the game. It's time to wake up and you're like, oh, I feel sleepy still. And before you know it, 3 hours have passed already. Why does this happen? It's because your morality meter is too low. You've done this kind of thing too many times, and so it becomes second nature. So here's the trick of how to solve it. The morality meter is not an absolute meter where it adds up everything. It's the most recent. So if you've been bad before, then your morality meter is going to be low. But if you start doing good, and you start doing more and more good, and you start doing more and more good, the morality meter will keep going up. And now, you've been doing good for so long that you don't want to do bad. Just like someone who used to be an alcoholic or a drug addict. The more drugs that they do, the more addicted that they become. Each time they become more addicted, the easier it is to do more drugs. But then it's time for them to stop. So what do? They start passing out those little chips from AA that says, 3 days sober. So now their morality meter has been good for 3 days. Well, now it's a week. Now it's 2 weeks. Now it's a month. Now it's 6 months. And suddenly the morality meter is so strong that even if you wanted to take a drink, even if you wanted to do some more drugs that one day, what's going to remind you is, hey, are you sure you want to do it? You have a morality meter of 6 months. And that's going to make you reluctant to do the bad thing. And so in your daily lives, you need to evaluate for yourselves, where is your morality meter? And if it's too low, make it higher. If it's already high, be proud of yourself. Remind yourself, and keep doing the good thing. It's an adjustable meter, so make sure you adjust it appropriately.